How's it going, Commander? So, for today's video, we have a lot to talk about. We finally have Fortnitemares in the game, which comes with Doja Cat, Ghostface, along with his mythic item, which I love. The chainsaw is back, Scooby Snacks are now a consumable, and we have a lot of other collaborations coming soon. But in Save the World, apparently, they collaborated with an anime called Full Metal Alchemist because we just got hit with an equivalent exchange. For those who don't know what I'm referencing, let's just say we got a buff on one thing and a nerf on another thing, which I know is going to piss a lot of people off. But before any of that, if you commanders want to support me, please follow or subscribe depending on the platform, leave a like, and hey, maybe leave a comment, would be most appreciated. So, starting us off in the item shop, we got the brand new Doja Cat bundle. Comes with 14 items for 3,200 V-Bucks. Looking at this bundle, comes with Mother of Thorns Doja, which I gotta admit actually looks kind of cool. I don't like the shaved head, but the hood, the thorns, the spider, the everything else actually looks really cool. We also got Doja Cat herself, which looks very nice. The dress, it's kind of weird, all mismatched, patched up and everything like that. I don't know, it doesn't suit my taste. We also got Doja's claw swords, which look incredibly lethal. That is such a cool design for them. We got Agora Hill's emote, which look very nice as well. Woman is in the item shop, which is really nice. I know this is one of Doja Cat's more famous, I guess you could say, yeah, more famous songs. So this is actually very nice. Agora wings are in the item shop. The back bling looks really good. Scarlet wings look incredible. The rhinestone weapon wrap looks really cool. Fallen petals, now that's a really cool looking animation for the weapons. We got Amen by Doja Cat, which is very nice. Mother's mic, that's a really cool looking microphone actually. And Mirrored Mother, which is honestly a really cool looking loading screen. That's actually really cool. Let's see, anything else? We do have the Lamborghini Huracan STO with the Doja Cat decals. Come with the Queen of Thorns wheel and Agora Hills wheels, which both look very nice. For Nightmares, we got the return of Nighthair, Steel Carrot, Party Trooper, and Omen. Ash Williams is still here. Queen Persephone is still available. Peely Bones is still here, along with the Peely Pig, Pincera, Crystal Stingers, the Grave the Day bundle, and Hero Horde bundle, but all of these will be leaving tomorrow afternoon. Victory Vibes, Moongazer is back, Slide Stride is back, G-Gum, Master of Puppets, Blah Blah Blah, Soar Above, Imagine and Pull Up. K-Pop Demon Hunters are still available with Rumi, Zoe, Best Girl, and Mira. Fortnite drops. The PPAP bundle is in the item shop. That's actually really hilarious. Comes with PPAP emote, Picotaro PPAP. Pineapple Pete bundle is returning. It returned. I'm guessing just to go ahead and, you know, collaborate with this right here. Let's see, Pixie is still available along with the Voxelator bundles. Never Gonna Give You Up is going to be leaving tomorrow afternoon. The Brat, Knockwurst, Duffel Bag, and Hot Dogs are going to be leaving. Finally, Lappin' bundle will be leaving tomorrow afternoon. Blackout's Locker bundle are back. Comes with Magic Wings. The Echo Twins, Icebreaker, and Magma. Goodnight Sweet Dreams bundles are still here. Tron Ares is still available, and I'm still waiting for those comments to let me know if this movie is actually good or not. Marvel, same as before, Gamora, Thanos, Ghost Rider, and Ghost Rider bundle. Battle Ready Peely Adventure is back in the item shop along with the Banana Splitter, Pop Nana, Leela's back, Kimiko Five Tails, Trench Blades, Shadow Spar, Party Hips, Horned Strike, Shogun, Ravage, Dark Vanguard, Deep Dab Leviathan, and Zero Point. Jam Tracks, we still got all these brand new Doja Cat songs. We got Before I Forget by Slipknot back. J Balvin, Imagine Dragons. Let's see, Samurai's going to be leaving tomorrow afternoon. Vehicle accessories are going to be leaving tomorrow afternoon. I wonder if we're going to be getting anything new for the vehicles. And by the looks of it, same special offers and bundles as before. Now moving on to our mission rewards. In a power level 34 Fight the Storm mission, we do have 50 V-Bucks available. Combine that with your daily missions, that's either going to be 100 to 200, 150 to, what is it? Almost 200 V-Bucks for the day. Sorry, there was a huge switch on the whole V-Bucks thing, so I got to go out and start recalculating everything, but I'll get to that in a little bit. Moving on to our mission rewards. In Canny Valley, power level 52, built the radar grid. Let me see if I can find that right around here. We got the Hammer Crush and the Bazooka. The Hammer Crush is an assault rifle that shoots buckshot, which is honestly not that bad. Fire rate could use a little bit of a buff because it's kind of slow, as well as the damage. But the Bazooka is a really great beginner's rocket launcher to use. Splash damage is incredibly wide. You're able to change it to whatever element you want, and the damage in itself is actually really good. Now, moving on to Twine Peaks. Power level 76, Hunt the Titan. We got the Backbreaker and Monsoon. Backbreaker was my first upgraded shotgun that I ever used. A really great shotgun. It does a lot of damage. Fire rate is slow though, but it does have pinpoint accuracy, which is very nice. The Monsoon is the third best SMG in Save the World, and the reason for that is because this weapon spools. It's like a miniaturized minigun, so it takes a while before you're actually able to hit anything. Let's see, power level 82, rescue the survivors. We got the Dissector and Wall Darts. Ignoring the Dissector, it's not that good of a melee weapon. It's fast, damage is just not there. The Wall Darts, on the other hand, a really great trap to use. In my opinion, much better than the broadsides if you don't know how to use the broadsides. The Wall Darts are able to shoot through ramps and windows as well, so you're able to add another layer of protection while still doing quite a bit of damage. Let's see, power level 94, here we go. Ride the Lightning, we got the Room Sweeper, automatic shotgun, high damage, high fire rate, honestly a really fun shotgun to use. Power level 100, Hunt the Titans, right here. We got Colonel Wildcat. She is a soldier with the Commander perk, Leadership. Decreases Warcry cooldown by 38%, which, trust me, it is extremely useful to have. Not necessarily in the Commander perk, but Leadership as a standard perk, as a support, definitely useful. You're able to pull out Warcry again and again and again whenever you need to, which buffs your damage and your movement speed, as well as your allies' damage and movement speed, which is really, really good. Let's see here. We also have power level 132, repair the shelter. Where are you at? Here we go. The Thrasher, the #1 best SMG in Save the World. Fast fire rate, high damage, quick reload speed. It's the best of the best in terms of SMGs. Power level 160, retrieve the data. We got a legendary lead survivor. As I mentioned before, survivors are extremely important to be able to power up your power level and gain access to all these more difficult missions, especially lead survivors, seeing as how they give you an even bigger boost. And in a power level 160, Ride the Lightning, we got a ceiling drop trap, which is very useful for the end games. Matter of fact, it's useful anywhere. You are able to place these 3 walls high, meaning that they are completely safe from explosive husks. And they do multiple damage because the tires bounce repeatedly. Honestly, a really fun trap to use. And let's see, finally in the Save the World item shop, we got 2 melee llamas available. As you can see on my screen, I got either the choice of the Master Driver or Vacuum Tube Sword. Definitely gonna get the Vacuum Tube Sword. Or for those of you who do have this choice as well, definitely get the Vacuum Tube Sword. You could also get the chance of getting the Stormblade, which is the #1 best melee weapon in Save the World, at least in my opinion, base level. But as I've mentioned before, it all depends on the person who purchases these llamas. You can have something completely different compared to what I have on my screen. So log on in and see what kind of rewards you got waiting for you. But also, we do have the return of the Gravedigger in the event item shop. This is a decent assault rifle, but everybody back then loved this weapon because of how goofy it looked and the fact that it was able to shoot candy corns, and it had a wicked laugh whenever you fired it. Really, really cool weapon. The V6 launcher as well is a really great rocket launcher, an automatic rocket launcher. Just hold down on the trigger and this thing is able to shoot a whole bunch of rockets at once. It's a lot of fun actually, especially if you know a really good team perk to be able to pair this thing up with, where it's almost like shooting infinite amount of ammunition. It is nuts. And that about does it for today. Now, returning back to that equivalent exchange joke, I'm sure some of you have noticed a change in the amount of V-Bucks we are getting in Save the World. Well, you see, that is the buff I was talking about. Epic decided to gift all us founder players with more V-Bucks. No more 80, 90, or 130 daily missions, or any 25, 30, 35, or 40 V-Bucks mission rewards. They have decided to round everything up. So now every V-Buck mission you find in Save the World will automatically be 50 V-Bucks, and our daily missions will either be 100 or 150 V-Bucks depending on the difficulty. That's the good news. The bad news is that the beloved weapon that I know everyone uses, the Xenon bow, has been nerfed to the ground. Damage-wise, it's still the same, but the hitbox for this weapon has been reduced drastically. The hitbox was around 68, meaning compared to the model of the character, it was like getting hit with something the size of a bowling ball. But now they reduced the hitbox of our beloved weapon to the size of a grain of rice, down to 2. 2! I can't believe it. I mean, look at this. I just barely grazed that husk. Normally, that slight miss would have eliminated that husk in an instant. Now, I gotta aim with this weapon better to even hit anything. And don't get me started on how this will make those destroying items for Vbucks missions harder. But anyways, if you guys like my content, why not leave a like? And if you guys want to get more updates regarding the game, why not drop a follow? Until then, as always, stay safe and game on!